What's up, guys, and welcome back to Epic Journey Through the Bible. I'm Jakob Serns, and our question today is, what the blessing? We're looking at Luke chapter 6, and we're specifically going to be looking towards the end of the chapter. This is the Sermon on the Mount, the greatest sermon that ever has been preached by, of course, Jesus Christ himself. And he preaches this sermon, and in this sermon, he exemplifies how beautiful and how powerful it can be when we really live a Christian life the way that he wants us to live a Christian life, which is obviously the only way to live a Christian life, since Christian means Christ follower, and it's Jesus Christ we're talking about. Anyway, we're looking at the part where Jesus says, love your enemies. And then he says, do good to those who hate you. How many of you feel like doing that? How many want to do that today? Raise your hand. Who wants to? Let's do good to those who hate us. It's just so much fun. And then he says, bless those who curse you. How many of you, if you've been driving in the car, somebody flips you off, feel like saying, God bless you, have a marvelous, wonderful, stupendous day. So do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those, Jesus says, who spitefully use you. This is bitter hatred coming from one side, and then you're responding with gentle, loving kindness back to that bitter hatred. That's really intense. That's really difficult. In fact, that's actually impossible to do without Jesus living inside of you. And that's why Jesus says to do it. Because he knows that the best thing for any of us is to have him living inside of us. And so he knows that if we're going to try to obey these commands that he's giving, if we're going to try to follow these teachings, the only way we're actually going to follow them and be able to follow them is to have him dwelling in our hearts, which is a beautiful, powerful thing. Now, I had a student, shout out to Marco if you're watching this. I used to teach Bible classes, and I had a student who drew this one time. He drew a guy, he drew two guys facing each other, and one of them had this thought bubble with like all this like asterisks and like hashtag signs and other, as if he was cursing. And the other guy standing on the other side responds back with a bubble that says, God bless you. Not a thought bubble, sorry, word bubble that says that, and then a word bubble that says, God bless you. And it was just the funniest little poster that he made. I hung it up in my classroom and showed all the other students. And but that's really as absurd as this is. For us to be able to respond with a blessing when somebody curses us is supernatural. So we've got to surrender, guys. You've got to surrender to Jesus. You've got to ask him, please help me be more like you. Help me respond the way that you would, because actually that's exactly how he did respond when he was being tortured and even crucified, with kindness and Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. Those were his words. When he could have been cursing in response, he could have even just killed him if he wanted to. But he replied with gentle, loving kindness, and he expects us to do the same because he expects to be living inside of us each moment, every single day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, guys, watching this video. God bless you guys. Push the like button if you like this video. Remember to subscribe over here. Push the bell notification if you haven't already. On this side, you can watch another cool video. God bless you guys. Peace, love, and the joy of the Lord to each and every one of you today.